The nerfs are in, and this is as close as I could get to an apples-to-apples comparison of my Demon Hunter's performance before and after the changes. What is playing now is one round of solo shuffle the day before the nerfs, facing DK Warrior at around 2k MMR. They are both chasing my ranged teammate, casually cleaving into me as I PV into them. Secondly, we will have another round of solo shuffle the day after the hotfix, facing yet again DK Warrior, but this time at around 2.1 to 2.2k MMR, so slightly better players. They'll be chasing my ranged teammate, cleaving into me passively as I PV into them. Then at the end, we can see the difference before and after the nerfs, my damage and healing. Key details to note, I'm using the same build in both clips, the Momentum Mastery build, which will pop up now. I'll link it in the description too. My PvP item level before the changes was 420. Nice. My item level after the patch is 422. My skill level, I'm around a 2200-ish Demon Hunter at the moment. No real PvP experience. Beforehand, just casually like 1800 or so. Dragonflight specifically has been my introduction to solo shuffle and to taking PvP more seriously. Just something to bear in mind with my interpretations. I'm still learning. Funnily enough, before the service went down, I finished my day at rank 420 on the Demon Hunter ladder. As the first round plays through in the background, I'll quickly go over the changes they made in case you don't know, my general analysis of how I felt they affected me after one day of playing. Soul Rending Leech bonus reduced by 40% in PvP combat. That brings us from 13% leech to 9% leech out of meta and 23% to 19% while in meta. Roughly a 30% reduction out of meta, 20% reduction in meta. Subsequently, that leech nerf has affected the value of our fodder healing. Elysian Decree is looking a little better now. Yes, I gotta say we are made a bit squishier, but we still don't really die when DPSing from my games, only dying when stunned and not leeching hard. Glimpse damage reduction has been reduced to 35%, was 75%. As bad as that number seems, speaking for myself, I'd always use Glimpse to avoid CC as opposed to a short wall. Didn't have any moments where I thought pre-nerf Glimpse would have saved me here, although I'm sure that would eventually pop up given enough time. Essence Spray damage bonus for Chaos Strike and Blade Dance reduced by 37.5% in PvP combat, from an 80% multiplier to a 50% multiplier. Once again, as bad as the numbers look, the Essence Spray combo was never really one-shotting someone unless you had all the stars aligned, you had Earthen Writ, you had Fodder Demon Soul, and some other modifiers all happening at the same time. And if you do get those modifiers happening, you'd still be one-shotting someone, probably just with not as big an overkill number. But look, probably same with the Glimpse thing, given enough time, if someone lives on 10 HP after you do the combo, you can blame the nerf. The biggest nerf to me is the 16.7% nerf to Soul Rend damage in PvP combat. This hurts so much into our bad lobbies, mainly big maps full of casters where you're getting spam rooted and snared. You have no uptime other than hurling glaives and hurling sigil of flames from 30 yards. The nerf isn't really noticeable into our good comps when we're cleaving melee DPS. So to me, it feels like they made us worse while we were already bad, and what we were good at, it feels the same. Which I guess is half a win on Blizzard's side, because you do want to get the numbers right without making a class feel bad. Jumping straight into the post-nerf game here as comparison, we got myself, we got Linneg from Tyke, we got Sasha from Muradin against Briscoe from Darkspear, Unax from Dentarg, and Skullflowers from Tyke. We've got the Hunter opening up on the DK. Big in Tim stun does a lot more burst than I think he would, and I wasn't paying enough attention to that. I see the Scatter Trap on the Druid, and that's what I'm focusing in on, trying to do the CC chain afterwards instead of seeing how low the DK drops. I probably should have just popped the Hunt on the DK there, see if I could knock him off before he heals up, but it is what it is. On the big opener, we've got our priest dropping Dome on us. What I'm trying to do is keep as much pressure on the DK and the warrior as possible to give my Hunter as much breathing room as I can. You can see here I do the Fell Eruption into the Hunt with an Earthen Rick proc. That pops, that makes the DK drop his AMS right away. Little cooldown for us, not too bad. We've got the Valkyrie pumping into me at the moment, and as soon as I see that and my health dropping low, I'm out of there. I don't want to get caught into that. The keen eye of you may have noticed I haven't popped my meta yet. I am normally quite greedy with my cooldowns. It's cost me some games, it's won me some games, but I do normally like to hold it for like the second I-Beam Essence Spray combo, and a lot of the defensives have been used just to keep more pressure. So there we go, should be popping it here. Dash in, get the momentum up, Essence Break, Death Sweep, and then Vengeful Retreat back right on time into meta, and then I get a Fodder Demon proc with the 20% Demon Soul, quickly pick that up, more pressure on the DK, lots of damage, stunning him all. I see he's quite low, looking to cross CC the Druid. I do Fell Eruption, Hunter throws a trap at the same time, but he misses, but the Druid walks straight into it, and then that allows us to close off the kill on the DK. Now the moment you've all been waiting for, time to compare the numbers. DPS and HPS nearly identical pre and post nerf, 36.7k to 37.2k, just 500 DPS difference, and 5.8k to 6.1, which is a 300 HPS difference. So to conclude, DH still seems strong. Despite the nerfs and how scary they looked, To me, they didn't feel super noticeable, and honestly, I feel will be just dandy. Please comment below what you think. Has your experience been similar to mine? Also, let me know what you want to see next. I never would have guessed that my first video would have been received so well, and I'm super thankful for that, and it really made me happy to see so many people try out my build. So yeah, comment below, let me know.